Hello, my name is Rachel Okello and I'm a UK-based solicitor specialising in immigration, nationality and deportation law. And this is our 10-day challenge called Coming to the UK for Love. And during the next 10 days, 10 working days, I'm going to be coming on every day to share with you some insight in how you can apply to come to the UK if you are the spouse or partner or civil partner of somebody who is British, who has indefinite leave to remain, or who is a EEA national, and you've decided that you want to come to live together in the UK. So we will also be working from the sheet on our website, and you can download the free guide from our website, which is clarityvisas.co.uk, and you will see there all the different routes that apply if you wish to come to the UK for love. So in the 10 days that we will be together, I will be looking at the qualifying partner rules, the genuine relationship, suitability, because it's very important to understand that you are going to be considered a suitable person by the entry clearance officer to come to the UK. For example, if there's any criminality or character reasons why you shouldn't be granted entry into the UK. We're going to look at the all-important financial requirements, which have been a cause of much concern and heartache for people wishing to come to the UK to join their family members. We're going to look at what the changes are and what you have to do to meet the financial threshold in terms of your income or your savings, and what you can do if you cannot meet the minimum income requirement to make the application. What are the circumstances that you could come to the UK? And we're going to look at the also sort of miscellaneous, if you like, issues of whether you need a TB test certificate, whether you need the English language test certificate, and whether you need an accommodation report as well, to show that you have sufficient accommodation to host your spouse or civil partner and any children who are not British who are coming with them. Okay, we're going to look at the issues which will allow you to make the application from within the UK, because I know some of you are already inside the UK and you may have already had a spouse or partner or civil partner before you arrived in the UK, or you've come to the UK for different reasons and then you've met somebody who's British or who has indefinite leave to remain. You may just be living together, or you may have gotten married already and you don't want to leave the UK. So we're going to look at what you can do if you're already in the UK. How can you make an application to stay in the UK and make that application from within the UK? There are special circumstances that apply, because really you're supposed to leave the UK and re-enter on that spouse visa, but there are special circumstances that apply. So I'm going to be breaking those down for you as well. Okay, and that's going to include people who have already overstayed their visa. So there's going to be something in there for you as well if you've already overstayed your visa and at the moment you don't have leave to remain. We're going to be breaking down with you what you can do to regularize your immigration status based on your relationship. Okay. I'm also going to look at the impact of children. What impact do children have on an application? Is it going to be a definitely successful application just because you've got children? It's not always the case, and many people get confused about the role that children can play in an application, in making the application more likely to be successful, or sometimes it's not going to matter whether there are any children at all. The application won't be successful. There's certain circumstances which apply when a child, being a child of the family, will make the application more likely to be successful, or when a child being a child of the family isn't really going to have any impact. And even if you made the application, it's not going to be successful just because you've got children, and it will effectively be a waste of money. It's going to be a waste of solicitors' fees, and it can be a waste of Home Office fees as well. So we're going to be talking about the impact that children have on an application. We're going to be looking as well at relationship breakdown, because you know, everybody initially you fall in love and that's all well and good, but sometimes there are many reasons why a relationship breaks down. So we're going to look at what happens if your relationship breaks down whilst you're in the UK on a visa that depends on your spouse or partner? What if you're a victim of domestic violence? What can you do in those circumstances? Do you have to stay in that relationship, or are there provisions for you to leave that relationship? And yes, there are provisions, and so we're going to be looking at that as well. And we're also going to be looking at the sadness that can come if a person becomes bereaved. So if your British partner or your partner with indefinite leave to remain dies whilst you're dependent on their presence in the United Kingdom, what can you do in those circumstances? And within all that as well, we're going to include if your partner is an EEA national. So we're going to include the UK route and the European route. It's all going to be in the 10 days that I'm going to be breaking down with you over the next 2 weeks. And finally, we're going to look at as well, we're going to touch upon deportation and married life, because I know some people have come to the UK, they may have got their status sorted, they may even have indefinite leave to remain, they may have no status at all, have committed a criminal offence and found that they are subject to deportation proceedings. So we're going to look at what impact married life, being a husband or wife of a British citizen or somebody with indefinite leave to remain or an EEA national, what impact could that have in helping you challenge UK deportation proceedings? So it's all going to be in there. So definitely do follow us on the 10-day challenge coming to the UK for love. And we're going to start tomorrow with making sure that your partner is actually a qualifying partner. What does it mean to be a qualifying partner? And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, which is Monday, the 10th of September, when it starts. And it's only going to be for 10 days. After 10 days, I'm going to bring it down. So you're going to have to stay with us for the 10-day period, and then it's going to come down. But if you want to talk about your case in specific to you and in confidence, then you can book a free case assessment on our website, which is www.clarityvisas.co.uk, or you can call us at our offices on 01213 894 895. We take instructions from all over the UK, and we deal with clients and applicants from all over the world. So I look forward to being with you over the next 2 weeks, and certainly you can call us if you can't wait and you need to discuss your case beforehand. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.